I am Jacqueline Patterson, lifelong resident of Westwood neighborhood here in Dayton, Ohio. And this is the neighborhood that I've lived in, loved in, lost much, gained even more, because it has made me so much of who I am. The people, my neighbors, my family. This is Westwood. And I keep wondering, why do you want to kill us? Why do you want us to just go away? Is this the grand scheme of things, that if we feed them the things that are so toxic, then they'll just die off and they can take our property the way they took the property of Native Americans? Is that what you're trying to do? I don't want to think like that, but when you see it happening in your community, you can't help but wonder, is there a grand plan to just wipe us all out so that they don't have to deal with our problems and our needs? It makes you wonder. It's one of the first places that we saw the disinvestment of grocery stores. It used to have two grocery stores. We had a Liberals Market and we had a Kroger's. No more. We have an Aldi's there now, but the closing of Aldi's is a tragedy for West Dayton. Kroger's has already left West Dayton 3 times in my lifetime. Aldi's for 20 years was the one spot we could count on for groceries that were very reasonably priced, fresh produce, right on the bus line for people who did not have transportation. So now we have a greater food insecurity in this area. We've created yet another food desert, and who is there? Who cares? It's a shame. It's a tragedy. And Aldi's ought to be ashamed of themselves. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. And I had stopped at Kroger's to pick up a few things on my way home from work. I was standing in the line to do the U-scan, to do self-checkout. As soon as the person had scanned theirs, paid, and was leaving, I made a move to go to that scanner, and the man behind me said, "Wait a minute, nigger, where do you think you're going?" He said, "You ought to let me go ahead of you and pay for my things first, because you've probably got food stamps or something, and I've got cold, hard American cash." It was hard. It was hard, and it was heartbreaking, and it's just something that I had to get through. That kind of ignorance is still out there. And racism just seemed to finally come down to an us and them. And us on the west side always looked at them on the east side of Dayton, as they have the money, and the city fathers look at them and they provide for them. There was nothing for us. That's how racism has torn apart and disheartened Westwood. We don't even have a bank there now anymore. Used to be a PNC bank. Westwood is home. And there's so much I'd like to do for it. Mm-hmm.